Hi, my name is Shirley Luu. Welcome to another episode of Focus on Finance. You know, last week I talked about your spring cleaning, your finances. It's time you take a look at where you are, where you want to be, what are things you can get rid of, what are things you need to change when it comes to your finances. And at that point in time, I went into an in-depth detail about the 401k, how some of you guys may have money in 401k, that you need to contribute, get free money is good money. But then I also extended, at the end of the show, talked about, for those of you who do have a 401k or any kind of retirement account, including TSP, especially in the local Washington, D.C. area, we have a lot of folks that has, a retirement plan with the government. Or you may have a pension plan. So let's continue on that conversation. What I said was, okay, if you are nearing age 60, 59 and a half, 60, and you've been saving money in these accounts, and to me, and to you, it's so important that, hey, this is my nest egg. This is something that I want to have to make sure it doesn't go away. When you're young, you could continue on invest your money in strategy that can make you money, but could lose money over time. It can get it back up. But when you're 60 years old, you don't have that time horizon. You do not. You can't afford, imagine you have $500,000 and overnight, it lose 20% of it, right? While you're down 400,000. Do you want to risk losing $100,000 of your money just because the market take a dive? So I had highly recommended folks that, at this age, you need to start thinking about moving that money into a more of a performance-based where it's indexed, where you can still make money and you can't lose. So let's continue on the conversation. So imagine you have all these retirement accounts. You said, okay, you know what, Shirley, I like to move part of it, of the money you want to protect. Now, people always ask me, well, Shirley, how much money should I move out of my retirement account? Well, how much money of it do you don't want to lose? It's kind of like you're going to the doctor or dentist, and the dentist asks you, hey, you know what, you don't have to brush your teeth or clean your teeth. Just brush the one you want to keep. Kind of similar analogy on that for fun. So with that being said, in your retirement plan, okay, so if you want to protect most of it, then you move it over to an index product. Now, to move it over, you need to really take a serious look at it and say, okay, do I want this money for retirement? If yes, it's important for you to have a stream of income guarantee, right? If that's the case, then you need to move it into a product that has income guarantee. Maybe they'll give you a guarantee at 4%, maybe 6.5%, maybe at 7%, maybe at 8.5%, 8.25%. Again, there's so many robust product out there that does all that. And I love it when I'm able to share that information with my client and be able to guide them in those directions and my team. So that's the first thing. So you move those things into guaranteed income. Now, some of you guys may say, well, Shirley, 60, I don't think I'm going to retire till 70. I still got a good time horizon. And to you, still making money on these accounts is very, very important, right? But also protecting it, not losing a dime. So what if there are index product performance out there that can give you growth? When I say to you growth, yes, growth. The same kind of growth that you're experiencing in your 401k and your other stuff. But the key difference on this is that it's index performance. When the market does lose its money, your account would convert from the 401k into an IRA account. There are no losses on it. Okay, again, this is called index IRA that I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about variable IRA, because variable IRA is just like your 401k. It'll make money or loses money. So make sure it's the right product you're looking at and talking, and get the financial advisor folks to kind of explain to you what the difference between those are. So if you want growth, you go with more an asset product growth. Income goes with income product. Now, then I got the rest of you said, well, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if growing would be nice. Well, income you talk about would be nice. So you want the cake and you eat it, both, right? You want the cake and eat it too? Well, what if I told you there are products out there that doing for the next 5-10 years gives you nothing but potential growth that you're looking for? Protect your money when the market's down. At the same time, the account can turn into a guaranteed income stream that you're hoping to have. Now, I think that's pretty neat, isn't it? Where you now have the best of all the worlds. The financial industry has changed so much that it is up to you to really try to understand what's available out there. My advice are always I'm giving it free advice to go on TV and giving you free advice on consultant. You know, I love it for the fact that at Shirley Luu and Associate. Again, Shirley Luu and Associates. My associate and I are always there to support you when you need it. If you want to Google my name, you can Google my name. You will find me everywhere on the internet. But more importantly, if you ever reach out to us, you know, reach out to me. We'll help you. You know, sometimes I forget to give my phone number and things like that, but I'll give it just in case. 703-608-1203. Again, it's 703-608-1203. But if you can't find me, just Google my name, Shirley Luu, with an L-U-U, and you'll find me, okay, to reach out. So back to the retirement plan that I talked about. So now you have your money coming over here, and here's what the biggest question I always get. Shirley, is this FDIC guarantee backed up? Now I know why you gotta ask that. It's because most of you have saving, checking, and all that, or CD, money market, where you put money in and the bank tells you it's FDIC insured. Because of that comment, you feel you're protected, right? Well, of course, yes. And under a certain limit, under $250,000, your account is insured. If a company goes bankrupt or something happens, you know, and you've got the backup regulators, insurance protecting your money. Under the regulatory of the IRA account, when you move that 401k or TSP, any of those move over, you move into an IRA. There's a protection called the Guarantee Association, and this is mandated. It is important. It has to be done. Any company that wants to do investment in the IRA arena has to have these protection. It's the Guarantee Association, where it protects certain limit to, again, $250,000 for your accounts as well. If you look in the health side, it's like $500,000 and things like that. So all these things are contract that is obligatory that we provide to a client when we deliver the policy, so that you can have in the backbone, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, let's talk a little bit about once I move the money over, right? So imagine this, I just helped you move $200,000 over from a 401k into protection. Now keep in mind, you're still working, okay? But you're 60 years old. Your job is really just want to protect that money. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to keep that 401k open. We're not going to shut it down. So new contribution could continue to come in. So the new matching could still come in. And your contribution still in there continue to have and grow. Follow me so far? We're just moving over the money that you want to protect it. That's what I'm talking about right now. Now, once you continue to have your old 401k account keep growing and growing and growing, and one day down the road you said, hey Shirley, I officially resign, I officially quit, I officially retire, I officially do whatever it is, then at that point in time, we can take the rest of the money and move it over to the IRA account that you have today that you just open to safeguard. Follow me so far? So you can buy everything over. Now, remember when you asked me to move that $200,000 over because you want to safeguard that money. And I would say to you, okay, so let's talk about that money in the future. You say, okay, Shirley, I want to make sure that I have guaranteed income. All right. So I'm going to open an account that gives you guaranteed income. And then I looked at you and I say, well, let me ask you this. Because it came from a qualified plan, a 401k, and now convert to an IRA, who is also which is also a qualified plan, which means your Uncle Sam, when you get distribution down the road, the IRS, your uncle, is going to say, hey, I gave you a tax deferred situation. I need you to pay your taxes now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right now, as you and I are talking, we are probably at the lowest tax bracket in the history, somewhat. So the question for me for having you all in the audience is that, do you think taxes is going to go up higher or is it going to go lower? You got the debt crisis that's growing constantly. You've got the political arenas going left and right now, from immigration to tariff to everything else and all that. All these things that can cost your money in the market, right? Now, if you want to protect your money, then you go with index performance. You can never lose. But if Shirley Luu's wrong, where everything, one of these mandates, new stuff that's coming out from the White House and everywhere else, and the stock market go crazy and you make a ton of money, am I wrong? Your account will make a ton of money as well. Now, how is that? First time in my life, I could be so wrong and still be so right, no matter which way you choose. I love it. I love being in what I do because it doesn't matter, but it's about education that you need to know. So let's assume down the road you want this money for guaranteed income. Well, how would you like to have that income become tax-free? Do you hear what I just said? Your $200,000 plus any interest that can grow in the future become tax-free. Now, how does that happen? I thought you just told me 401k and IRA are taxable. Yes, taxable. But did you know there are tricks to making it tax-free? And most of you don't want to do it. Most of you don't. No one is even telling you that. Why aren't they? Why aren't they telling you? Now, it's very legal, okay? I'm not telling you things that's illegal on television, okay? It is very legal. Now, how do you do that? On my next episode, I'm going to talk to you how I do that. How you can take a 401k or an IRA, a TSP and all that and do what's called a Roth conversion. I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything about it. But if you want tax-free strategy on that kind of things, you will learn in the next episode because I'm going to show you, hey, look, I don't know about you. If I can get my money growing compounded interest, all this at this time, tax deferred and everything else, and then when I take it out, I don't owe my uncle any money. It's all mine. I think I like that. But there's a catch. And that catch is you need to know on my next episode. So I want you to tune in to see, well, how's the catch? How do you convert these retirement plan into a tax-free strategy retirement? And I'll tell you again, everything that involves in it and how do we make that happen. I'm so excited, guys. Look, I would love to meet with you. I would love to talk to you and love to share a conversation with you and help your finances. My team and I on standby, and feel free to do it. Again, to reach out, Shirley Luu, 703-608-1203. It's Shirley Luu and Associates.com. Until next time, remember what I've always said, we rise by uplifting others.